Hey, and welcome to the first video in the series. I'm KingZBS, and I have been playing League on and off for like 8 years now. I stopped playing completely about 3 years ago and just started again about a week and a half ago. I started playing ranked, and at my previous peak, I was like Platinum 3, so I was above average, but not great. But now I'm trying to see how high I can really get. I have an expensive PC now. I live in an area where I get consistently between 20 and 30 ping. There's nothing really holding me back anymore, so hopefully I can hit diamond, but we'll see. We're starting at silver 1 in this game, and we got an Ashe game versus a super fed Pantheon. Let's get it. I didn't record my voice while I'm playing. I kind of don't do that yet. I might start doing that though if this series gets a little more popular and people want to hear that, but this is voiceovers for now. Just regular early game stuff, you know. In the chat, they said y'all not bussing. I want to be bussing. I don't know why they're trying to tell me I'm not bussing. Like, I stay bussing.
Minions have spawned.
Vigar gets that little ability power boost right there. Gets ability power every time he hits someone with a spell. Or is it just his Q? I think it's with any spell every time he hits a champion. So, that was a worth it invade for him. Regular old leash for Jarvan. Now we're headed to bot lane. So this lane, we kind of smash these guys. Like, it's really not close. Like, this game is me versus Pantheon. It's not really like bot lane versus top lane. So I don't know what y'all play, but if y'all haven't tried Halo Blade's Ashe, y'all need to try it, because this thing, it slaps early game. Like, you get pretty much unreturnable poke damage so easily on people, because Ashe has huge range, and that triple auto is just like, it's wild. They can't escape it, and it does like probably 25% of their, maybe 20% of their HP bar early game. HP bar, too. Yeah, like, oh, we got Shaco. Ooh, I got him to heal. So I lost Vigar there. I avoided the fear there by walking back quickly enough. Got him, and then now I'm running away from the Shaco here because I just want to escape him. And he thinks he has the damage to kill me. If he had Red Smite unlocked by then, he would have, but I walk away with a triple kill. So at this point, I have a triple kill, like, what is this? 3 minutes into the game or so? I mean, yeah. So I'm super strong. I'm walking back with like oodles of money. I'm just dripping money right now. Let me make this screen a little bigger so I can see it a little better. So I always go shield bow first on Ashe. I think other people might do other stuff. I'm not entirely sure, but I think shield bow's the best Ashe item you can build. Ashe is a utility AD carry, and she kind of whittles people down over time. She's not a burst damage AD carry, so you don't need that. I mean, if you can get away with it, obviously you want to build the Kraken Slayer, I think it's called, the one that does true damage, but this one's the best one for now. And Gale Force just, I don't think Gale Force is good on Ashe. Gale Force is like a niche item. It's like Lucian and maybe Tristana sometimes. From what I've seen, at least. Now we're back to lane. I'm super strong here. Vigar has a cage too. Like this Senna is kind of screwed. Like, there's really not much you can do to survive. If Vigar stuns, he just has to hope that the Vel'Koz is gonna like save her. And this is a little bit of a weird lane. They have like Vel'Koz AD carry Senna support. I thought it was gonna be Senna AD carry Vel'Koz support. I guess that lane isn't that weird, but the Vel'Koz is the one farming as a fasting Senna with the carry Vel'Koz bottom lane. And I mean, it sounds good in theory, but it just doesn't really seem to work this game. And it might just be because, like, I mean, I'm not as good as I used to be, but I think I'm better than most silver players at this point. So, and Vigar, like, Senna can't escape Vigar's cage, so she's just kind of screwed if Vigar is close enough to cage her. Like, they have to either kill the Vigar or just not be in range to get caged. Just some more farming. A lot of farming, obviously, you know. We play AD carry, you gotta farm all the time.
We aren't weapons. We're human beings.
Like, right here. Like, what is Senna supposed to do there? Just die. Like, she doesn't have flash. She can't do anything there. She just has to die. Unless Vel'Koz can, like, knock me up and get a full combo on me and stop me from hitting the Senna, she's just dead every time. Like, there's nothing she can do, especially after we have a 3-kill advantage in the bottom lane from, like, minute 3. Like, there really is no hope.
Ally has been slain.
And the Shaco's discouraged from coming down here, too, because we killed him last time he tried to gank, so it's like, they're kind of just really screwed right now. So here, they're pinging us back, but I just hawkshotted and saw Shaco on the map. Here, I will admit, I did forget that Pantheon was their mid laner because I honestly hadn't played against Pantheon since I've been back yet, so I forgot he had the global, and he just double kills me in Vanguard here. I got the kill on Vel'Koz though, so it wasn't the worst thing, but obviously not a good thing because now Pantheon's 5-1 and I'm 5-1. So like we're neck and neck, and we're like we're really we're both gonna be the carries this game. And you see me here go for armor boots. I see Pantheon's 5-1 and he's clearly decimating our mid laner right now. Like I don't know if our mid laner can even lane anymore. Like our mid laner is in the same spot that their Sim is at. So like I'm assuming she's just probably gonna keep dying over and over. And she's building AD, which I don't know if that's good on Cat. Maybe it's the Cat build now, but I thought that was a little weird. Because I don't know how much you're going to get to auto-attack a Pantheon. I feel like he'll just beat you in an auto-attack battle. But yeah, I build armor boots because of Pantheon here. Armor boots shield bow gives me a lot of extra tank that I would not have if I just built Berserker Greaves. So that's why I go for armor boots here. That's something that I like to do a lot, actually. But here we have Cat coming in for a gank because she can't really lane mid. So we didn't really have the ability to stop them there. I'm pretty sure they had the river warded too, so like we couldn't do much. I'm just trying to protect Cat there, trying to stop her from getting killed by everyone, but I'm sure Pantheon's gonna make her walk all the way around to get back to lane now, so she's kind of screwed from not getting a kill there. Senna here, just she walked into the wall. Like that was just, I don't know what she was doing. If she had just not walked into the wall, she would have been fine, but she has to flash there or I killed her. So here, I'm being greedy. We see the Shaco. We know Shaco's there. We know Cat has no ability to control Pantheon at all, and she's sitting at like 66% HP, 2/3, 66%. So really, I should back up there. Like, I shouldn't be up, but I saw Pantheon still mid lane, so it was kind of okay to be there. He has to be like midway through the river before he can actually jump on top and jump to bottom lane, so we're kind of safe. That's one thing that I think you kind of never forget about this game is, well, you forget it obviously to a certain extent, but map awareness. Like, once you learn to check the map a lot, you kind of keep a mental note of where most people are, except if you're in an active fight. Like, when you're in active fights, it's very easy to lose track of, you know, people that aren't in your immediate vicinity, but when you're not in an active fight, like, I'm looking at the map probably every other minion I kill, so. So Senna here, like, I have my ults up, there's just nothing she can do. Like, especially if Vel'Koz's there, she should not be visible in this lane right now. Like, she is completely fodder at this point. Like, she has no chance to do anything. And now, so we have the Vel'Koz under tower, and we just chucked him down to 25% on one Vanguard cage when I wasn't even in range and he was under tower. So Pantheon looks like he's roaming bottom lane, so we're backing off. We just don't know where he is, and I sent the Hawkshot out to try to find out where he is. The Hawkshot sees nothing, and I should have shot it all the way through the lane, so I would have seen what's going on top lane. I look top lane, and I see Jax is kind of wailing on our Malphite, and it looks like Jarvan's kind of losing to the Shaco. Yeah, so Jarvan dies. But Cat gets a double kill, so she has a little bit of comeback, but then we got, like, it looks like Cat is kind of just walking back. Not the best path. Yeah, she runs into Pantheon right there. You can see it on the map. She avoided him. but I don't think Malphite's is lucky. And one other thing that I thought was weird, this Vel'Koz has Predator. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a Vel'Koz run Predator, but is that good now? Like, I don't think that's good, right? Okay, so the Pantheon actually hasn't got a kill yet, so we're kind of okay. And this Vygar's doing a great job right now. He realizes the lead we have, and he's just zoning them off the wave, so I'm pretty much free farming here. And free farming with 75 CS at 10 minutes, I know it isn't good. Y'all can flame it all you want. But yeah, I'm like uninhibited here. I'm just getting all the gold and XP I can. Right now, I'm kind of backing off because we don't see Pantheon anywhere, and there he comes. So I use my ult immediately. Vygar exhausts him, and I flash his Q. So that was a good kill on him, even though we had to sacrifice Vygar. But we have a Malphite teleport coming in, and like at this point, me and Pantheon are like the only ones that matter. So Pantheon knows he has to go bot lane to stop me, and I know that I need to try to save my arrow for Pantheon. So this is just a game. It's like me versus Pantheon. It's not 5 versus 5 anymore. It's like whose team can support their carry better. So I try to get 2 plates here. I see Vel'Koz use both of his abilities, but I'm not confident that I can get anything because Vel'Koz just has really good wave clear. So I stay for one more wave because the Biscuits heal like 50 mana, I think, immediately on consumption. And I just want to get this wave to try to get as much gold as I can before I recall and get the wave in like a really good spot so Vel'Koz can just push the tower and try to get some plates on his own.
This oppression will not last.
So Jarvan is... That one kind of freaked me out. It looked like he was throwing his flag the other way, but it looked like he was throwing it over the blue buff wall, but it didn't go that way. It's a little trippy to me. So I have shield bow now, and now I'm like... I'm building toward, I think, Wit's End. Yeah, Wit's End because of the Vel'Koz. I think I'm building towards Wit's End. That's what I'm looking to build towards right now, at least. So, and I'm looking at Pantheon to try to figure out what stats he has, because I know he got reworked, but I haven't played against him since then. I'm looking at the items he's building, like how much armor he has, everything that he's kind of doing, and I see that he's building no armor. He has base magic, and he has magic resist instead of armor. This Senna is just... Senna's just... Like, I don't know why she's walking up to me at that point. It's just... She shouldn't be doing that. Pantheon with another kill. But the thing is, I'm very calm right now because I know that I'm so strong that it kind of doesn't matter how strong Pantheon is right now. Like, if I can stay strong, and with a Jarvan, Malphite, Vygar on my team, like, it kind of doesn't matter how much Pantheon gets. Or at least that's what I think, because old Pantheon would get outscaled. I don't know if new Pantheon gets outscaled too, but yeah. Just kind of walking through my thought process. I feel like that's what most of these games are really, or most of these voiceovers will be, or even live commentaries would be the same thing. I'd just be talking through what I'm thinking in the current moment, or what I'm trying to retroactively talk through what I was thinking in the previous moment. I personally think Vel'Koz, especially with boots too, has really easy to dodge skill shots. Like his Q is kind of really easy to dodge. His as I can get by his Q, but his that other So here we kill the Senna again, which is good. But I use my arrow, which is not good because that's exactly why. Like Pantheon comes in right there. But the reason I use my arrow is because I was confident here with my boots that I could beat Pantheon. Like boot shield bow, I could beat Pantheon, but there I got kind of obliterated. The Vel'Koz really melted me, and you know, I just need Wit's End to survive that thing. But I mean, even then, 2 versus 1 with Pantheon having now 9, there's no way I was winning that. I mean, it was 7 to 8, I guess, before he came down there. But like Pantheon, if he gets close range versus Ashe, he's gonna win every time. That's the thing about AD carries. You need to realize that you don't win most 1v1s. Like, you're not a 1v1 player as an AD carry. Unless you're playing, like, Vayne or... I don't know, maybe Akshan, or if he counts as an AD carry, Lucian. Like, there's some that are 1v1s, but like most AD carries don't win 1v1s, especially not against bruisers. Like, you lose pretty much every time against bruisers. So we have Jarvan here. I'm using a hawk shot to try to see where everyone is. The Senna is... Okay, well... Veigar had to die for that, but it got me another kill, so now me and Pantheon are both 9 kills. Unless Pantheon got another one. No, he hasn't got another one. So me and Pantheon are both 9 kills at this point. And here he comes again. So here, like, I really did not think he was going to be able to kill me there. But I underestimated the Eclipse item that he has. Like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, how did he kill me here? I'm looking and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm like, what did he do? Like, am I really that weak compared to him? Because, I mean, the Eclipse item, I really underestimated its healing this game. So, and I should have used my arrow a lot earlier. I don't... Was my heal up there? It might not have been up there yet, but it might have just come up. I don't know if my heal was up, but if it was, then I should have healed there. I definitely should have arrowed earlier, tried to stun lock him instead of, stun lock him on top of the Jarvan knockup instead of let him get the jump on top of me and stun me. If I had done that, we could have killed him without either of us dying, but I didn't, so we, like, I stunned him as he jumped on me, which just canceled out, and he got to damage me and heal off his Eclipse.
An enemy has been slain.
That's a good play. He got the Vel'Koz. I don't know why he's over there. I mean, Vel'Koz really can't lane against us right now. We can just take this tower. Like, Senna poses literally no threat to us. And our team is doing well on the top side of the map. Like, right now, this game is really close. It's just me and Pantheon are super strong, and everyone else is kind of fighting for scraps almost, so... Just go for the tower here. And at this point, I'm not even worried about chasing down the Senna. Like, I have Flash, I have Arrow, I have Heal. Like, I could kill that Senna if I really wanted to, but it's not worth the resources I would expend because at this point, she's only like 150 gold. Like, she's, I don't know what exactly she is. I think she's 0-5 right now, so she really isn't worth the gold. Like, it's almost worth as much gold to kill the Scuttle Crab as it is to kill the Senna, so I'd rather just take out the Scuttle Crab and rotate and get waves. Get waves, bro. Get waves. So here's Vel'Koz. He's trying to push this tower, and I'm coming from the bush. Like, this is a for sure kill if he doesn't flash, so he flashes. He knows that. Yeah, I would have just ran him down very easily. I honestly could have flashed Chase to kill him too, probably. Oh my god, why did my computer just go down? So here Cat roamed down here and he tried to kill me, but I have the magic resist now, so he can't. Like, Vel'Koz has no chance to kill me anymore. I'm backing up a lot because I don't know where Shaco is, and I feel like he might try to jump over that wall. I played really safe with my recalls. I've seen a lot of people that just recall, like, very aggressively almost, and I've never been an aggressive recaller. I get Farside Orb because that's just what you do on 80 carries after you hit level 9. I get my completed Wit's End, so now Vel'Koz can't really do anything to me. This Pantheon knows he's strong. He knows he's very, very strong right now, so... Okay, and he just one-shots our Veigar. So, Jarvan used his... If I didn't flash that, I might have lost that because of the Eclipse healing he would have got, so it was good that I did that so that we could actually win that fight. Malphite going in. I don't have my ult up yet, and I see the Jax here. I try to run, but he flashes on me, and then I am running from him. I'm building distance so I can try to wait out his Conqueror stacks, but I couldn't do it in time, so I kite him out and just barely get the kill. Literally 30 health on that. And Jax is tilted in the chat after that. That's a good play right there. Like, I played that pretty well. I think I probably could have, like, attacked him as my heal movement speed boost was going, but I still played that pretty well to survive there. Like, I know Jax is weak, but it's Jax versus Ashe. Like, if you win that, you're golden. So here I'm trying to figure out what to build. And I'm looking at Death's Dance because I know it gives armor. And this game, I know that the only thing that matters is whether I can kill Pantheon or not. If I cannot kill Pantheon, if I cannot survive Pantheon, because I can out-damage him over time. Like, I can kite him out, I can survive. If I can just survive Pantheon's initial burst, I can kill him every time. So that's why I'm going for Death's Dance rather than a sort of more standard Ashe item here. Because Death Dance and armor boots, I think they're called plated steel caps or something like that now. They are... it gives you a lot of armor when you combine the two. So here I'm pinging that all three of their flashes are down from the last fight. Well, Vel'Koz's flash is down from my arrow earlier, but Pantheon and Jax both flashed that fight, I believe. Good play on Veigar to get that. Pantheon ults in a little early and misses everyone, which is really good for us, but he's trying to chase down the cat now. Veigar gets Vel'Koz in the cage, but can't land any spells on him. So these guys are just... they think they're... I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. They think they're a lot stronger than they are. Maybe they're only used to playing from ahead, but that was just not good. Malphite goes back to stop the Jax, which is good. It's a smart play from him. And Pantheon, I'm looking at him, I'm trying to act as, like, juicy as possible by just not moving. So I see him running away, I hit him with an arrow, and he's dead after that. He tried to kill the cat, and he just couldn't in time because the cat jumped away smartly. And I feel like at this point was when we really took control of this game, because if I'm consistently beating their Pantheon, they don't have a chance. And the Malphite teleporting top to stop the Jax, just really, really good. The Jarvan obviously knocking out the Veigar and the Vel'Koz was really good, but the Malphite teleporting top to... oh, he killed the Jax, actually. I didn't even see that when I was playing. I think I did, but I didn't realize it in the moment. So that's actually really huge. The fact that Malphite was able to somehow kill the Jax... Jax must have tried to tower dive or something. I don't know how that happened. So now I'm looking at what item to build, and Death's Dance is not on the recommended, so I'm like searching it. And here I was really trying to decide if that's exactly what I wanted to build, and then I saw the ability haste on it, and I was like, yeah, definitely want Death's Dance, because I want more arrows. By the way, if anyone can explain to me ability haste, how it works now, because when I used to play, it was like cooldown reduction, and now like ability haste is like something different. So I got the Pantheon here. I still have my ult up. I'm not going to waste it on Senna. I probably should have used it on Pantheon, but I figured he was dead. Like, even if Jarvan had to die, I feel like... I know it sucks, but like, you see, this is what I use the arrow for. I'm using the arrow to get the second tower, really. So, I feel like it was worth it to not use the arrow there. Malphite, I think he accidentally tanked enough for us to get that tower, but he did it. That was really good of him to not walk out of tower range there, because we wouldn't have been able to get the tower if he did. If he did walk out of tower range, we wouldn't have been able to get the tower, is what I meant to say. I'm just letting Veigar get this because I don't really need it. Veigar's been playing well. Or that bush, because a lot of people don't run through that bush in their own jungles. They'll only see it if they're like sweeping. So it's not a bush that you like consciously, purposely run through usually. I'm going for the red buff because I'm really strong. I have 12 kills at this point, so like if Jarvan was taking the red buff at this point, that would just be kind of tragic, honestly. I'm trying to get enough money to complete my Death's Dance. Oh, he flashed over my W there. And I still have flash here. I used my flash to get out of there, and we can kill the Pantheon again. Just lazy auto attacking from me there, and Jarvan there. Oh, that was so tragic. I tried to get out of there. Like, I didn't realize my arrow was still up there either. I could have used it to survive probably, but Jarvan trapped me, and after I got trapped by Jarvan, I was like, well, it's over for me. It was an accident, and he ends up killing the other two players, so Vygar points it out. But yeah, he ends up getting the other two, so it's not that big of a deal. But Jarvan kind of kills me there, which is unfortunate, but it just happens sometimes on Jarvan. Our Jarvan's really strong now, though. Well, I don't know if really strong. He's strong. Like, in this game, this game is 30-32 at 25 minutes, so having 7 kills in this game really doesn't mean that much. It means you're, like, average strength. So Dragon's up in a minute, and I just want to stay bottom side of the map, like either mid or bottom side of the map, so I can be prepared for this dragon fight. That's my goal here. Vygar didn't quite kill the Senna, but he damaged her a lot. I could have arrowed her, and it probably would have killed her there, because I'm over level 11, so it would have done a lot of damage, but again, I don't think the arrow is worth it to use on Senna. I need to save it for Jax or Pantheon, ideally. The cat's realizing that Vel'Koz has Predator too. Excuse me. So we see Pantheon and we see Vel'Koz. I don't know why Vel'Koz is sitting in the pit like this. Like, you can attack the dragon from over the pit as Vel'Koz. That just was a very odd choice. Okay, I see why, but like, I think she really Vel'Koz really overestimated his team's damage.
Shut down.
Yeah, like, that was just a really bad bait. Like, there's no way Vel'Koz survives that, first of all. Probably doesn't get off any of his ultimate, because, I mean, we have Jarvan, Ashe, Vygar, like, they're really... I don't understand the thought process behind that. Maybe he got in the pit and was just hoping we didn't see him or something. And now, of course, you know, Vel'Koz says GG Jackson Center Trolls after that play. Yeah. Like, Jax, honestly, I don't think he's trolling right now. I think he's doing exactly what he should be, because they do not win 5v5 team fights. The only way they'd win is if, like, we're all clumped up and Pantheon somehow manages to ult on our entire team. I don't see that happening. I see Vel'Koz Predator here, so I actually back up further. Like I said, I'm a very safe recaller. Like, dying over a recall position is just, I think it's one of the worst feelings, personally, in this game. Now I'm going for Rage Blade, just so I can get more Wits End damage off. Rage Blade is like one of the... I forgot. Vygar, he flashed the wrong way. He could have caged, he could have flashed the right way, but he just... That was a very bad play by Vygar. It looks like, as a result of that, we're kind of losing a lot. I missed my arrow here. This is a very bad fight for us, because we just lost 2. Baron's also up, but I am really strong here, so me and Cat are kind of just popping off. There we go. Yeah, so even though they killed 2 to begin with, it just didn't matter. Like, we're stronger than them. I don't know how Shaco died that fight. Maybe Jarvan killed him early or something. So I'm going to get Scuttle Crab here because Baron's up. Like, if they didn't take that fight, we would have probably had to fight them in a Baron choke, which would have been really bad for us. So it's really good that they decided to take that fight after getting the Jarvan and is it Vygar that they killed there? So they got the Jax. They shut him down. He was getting kind of strong, which is nice. Just get him off the map, because Jax is an annoying character. And I always try to push out as many waves as I can before I recall, just because I want to get more money. I want to afford my Ginsus outright. And, you know, they have a Jax. They have a split pusher. So you really want to make sure that... Oh, the Shaco attacks me, but he doesn't realize that I have Death's Dance, Steel Caps, and Shield Bow, so he really can't kill me at this point. Like, he's just too weak. But, and then I go back, very safe recaller, as I've said many times. Like, I know they have a Pantheon, I know they have this, I know they're looking for me. So I'm going to go back as far as I can to recall. Now I'm near Jarvan, so I feel a little safer, but I saw the Pantheon disappear in our jungle and I wanted to walk a little further. So now with my Hawk Shot showing that Pantheon is not in the jungle, I feel a little safer, and I want to get this red buff. And here I definitely should have sold my Doran's Blade to buy something else, but I didn't know what I was going to buy next, honestly. I thought maybe Guardian Angel, but I actually don't remember what my next item is. I think I was deciding between Guardian Angel and Blade of the Ruined King and, like, Runons. So I wasn't sure what to build next year. So I just decided not to waste time in base, because we need to be out on the map as much as possible while Baron's up. Especially me, because I have 17 kills at this point. Like, if I'm not on the map, my team is in trouble. Like, in a lot of trouble. So Vigar is... Oh, that's the fake one. Oh, Malphite just whipped his ult. I just hit Pantheon, but he's going to run away after that. So here, Katarina gets a nice kill. You see, this was a terrible start to a fight. Malphite whipped his ult, Vigar died for nothing, and I ulted someone who he couldn't get any damage on. So this Shaco is chasing me again, like always. But this guy just doesn't really do damage. I should have shot him there, I didn't realize it, but I was really focused on the Pantheon here. The Shaco keeps, like, using the real Shaco. If he had tried to jump to me, I don't think he had vision on me, but if he had tried to jump to me, I might have died there. So we survived there just because I managed to kite it out. I got a lot of damage on them there, but I couldn't kill anyone. I think if they had kept chasing, I probably would have killed a couple of them, but they didn't, so we're good. So here they're going for Dragon. Oh, they're not going for Dragon. I just tried. I expected him to go that way. He was smart enough to go the other way. If he had went that way, we would have killed him for sure, but he didn't. So here, I'm like, we should probably fight for this dragon, because why not? And the rest of their team isn't even here. I am a little afraid to walk up, and I'm chasing into a Vel'Koz now, and I die for it. Like, I was rightfully afraid to walk up, but because the Vel'Koz focused me, he wasn't able to kill the Malphite, which is good. And we managed to kill the Pantheon on the other side, even though he didn't kill any of us, actually. I think he was just trying to escape. So here, it's really good because we get another dragon, obviously. Shaco tried to steal it, and I'm just... So here, I'm looking... I want to buy Maw of Malmortius, but I'm looking at the thing, and I see that it's a lifeline passive, and I'm like, where do I have a lifeline passive? Looking at my items, trying to figure out, and I realize it's shield bow, so I can't buy Maw of Malmortius. And realistically, I don't need Maw of Malmortius. Like, I forgot that Wits End gives magic resist, so I was just kind of looking at the wrong item. So I start building Blade of the Ruined King. There's Pantheon going for the cat. Malphite coming in to save the day. And they're managed to get his GA, which is really good. And they get out. If Pantheon decided to ult in there, he might have been able to kill them, but maybe it was down. It also is a pretty delayed ability, so it's very possible they could have just avoided it. But if he had predicted right, then they wouldn't have been able to. If he had got him like as they were walking through the choke, they would have just been screwed. So here I'm just trying to farm out my Blade of the Ruined King, because that'll be full build. Pretty big power spike for me. Kind of hot in here. I don't know why I'm wearing this hoodie. It's weird. My legs are cold, but my torso is hot. I'm wearing sweatpants too, so I don't know. I just chose a bad outfit today.
Today only matters if we can remember it tomorrow.
So here we have the vision around Baron pretty much locked down. Vigar is dead. he was very pushed up there, but he managed to kill Senna, so it's not for nothing. It's just not the best positioning from him, but it kind of worked out because he traded 1 for 1 instead of 1 for none. Jarvan almost kills Shaco there, and Shaco just runs away. Got Jax. Jarvan with a nice avoid. Pantheon. So Pantheon uses his W on Malphite for some reason there. And then Jax, I ult the Jax. And I'm autoing from a safe distance here. We managed to get the Jax. Cat cleans it up. And unfortunately she has to die, but it's kind of... This is necessary evil at this point. If she had just backed off, I would have killed Pantheon anyway, but it's whatever. Everyone always wants to kill. So here is pretty much an uncontested Baron at this point. Shaco is alive, so he could contest this, but for the most part, this is uncontested. And like always, I'm always trying to push waves before I go back. I think Malphite wanted that, but my mana was pretty low, so I just decided to take it. And you know, it's not a bad thing on Ashe either. Just like spam W's and have a slightly lower arrow cooldown. It's a pretty good item. It's a pretty good buff for Ashe to have.
Freedom is ours.
Here I'm just waiting for my elixir. So I realize I'm really close to it. And I got a full Blade of the Rune King with an elixir. I am disgustingly strong right now. For a 36-minute game, for me to have these items is kind of like, well, I guess it's not that weird because my CS isn't that good. So really, I mean, this is like a 40-ish minute build, so I'm only like maybe 4 minutes ahead, but still, I'm very, very strong right now. I'm the only one full build in this game. Even though Pantheon has 23 kills, actually, is he full build?
The true mission is oneself.
And there's Pantheon. And I just ult him immediately as he flies in. I try to stay out of his stun range, and he just uses it on Vygar for some reason. Who knows why. Like, if he's not stunning me, then his stun is completely worthless, so he really needs to do that more. But I think he's just stunning whoever he can get close to because he realizes he can't get close to me. And there goes Vel'Koz again. Jarvan just deletes the Vel'Koz. And I couldn't get up to the Jax, but now we just win the game. It's over. It was a good game. 18, 5, and 19 against the 23, 11, and 4 Pantheon. So it was really like, I think my team came together a little bit better, but also his team kind of, he didn't really give an option for his team to come together. Late game, he was kind of trying to do his own thing, which is, it's what you have to do sometimes, so I can't blame him. But yeah, that's the game. Pretty good game. It's only Silver 1, so I'm sure the games are going to get a lot harder soon. But yeah, we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.